Hi everyone, Lukas from Gisbertphotography.com, and in this video I'm going to give you my review of the Manfrotto flexible arm. Now the Manfrotto flexible arm is something I got recently when I was looking for some support to attach to my bike, to attach to a car, a truck, or attach to pretty much anywhere. So it will kind of be more practical than carrying a tripod around if needed, or if I didn't have a space to take a tripod or something. And there is a lot of different options. For example, I've got this little Manfrotto which I'm using now for my eyesight to light me, which is pretty good, but obviously it's very limited in the use you can have, and I wanted something which I can have more, something more flexible, something bigger, and something better. So I first was looking at the Magic Arm, which is something which is solid. It looks like a mini tripod with two arms like this, which you can fit somewhere. Pretty much the same system as this, but is about 5 or 6 times the price of what I pay for that. So obviously I wanted to give it a try on this before I do anything else. So Magic Arm, this is the model 257 HD, which means heavy duty, and there is the also 257 if I'm not wrong. So the 257 HD comes about that size, which is about 50-60 centimeters, and it's pretty tight, you know, but I've got it for about a week now. I've done a few tests, and what I realized is that it gets easier to use it, to flex it, as more you use it. So that is, I would say, a negative point, because obviously if you were able to tight your camera like this when you got it the first day, you may not be able to do this after a month. I'm not saying this because I've not had it for a month and I've not had that many use, but I can definitely feel there is a difference between the first day I got it and today. So with this flex arm, there is different accessories which you need to get, and that is first one is a super clamp. A super clamp is also made by Manfrotto, and it's a very simple system where you clamp something here. You can also remove this little triangle here, which will give you a nice tubeless action. Then you close it, and you can fit this like that, tie it up, and this is not going anywhere. Very strong, like any Manfrotto product. You can you pay the price, but you know that it's solid, you know, it works very well. So that is the first part. On the second part, what you can do is attach your camera, your flash, anything you want. I personally give it a try, but the problem is that, like you're gonna put your camera, you're gonna start turning your camera, and you're gonna arrive, it's gonna be pointing the wrong way, and or we're gonna have to make some changes. So what I do is actually use the Manfrotto, I don't know what you call it, swivel, or I don't know, but I will put the name somewhere there. So what you do is you connect it here, and what I personally like to do is take this, attach it to my camera, and then fit it there where I need it to be. Obviously this had a bit of a weight on the side, on the end of it, but because I'm using a mirrorless camera with lenses which are quite small, it's not too much of a problem. It doesn't make too much of a difference. Obviously taking this off will make it easier for the arm to stay steady if you are in an angle where there is a lot of weight on the end of it. If I put my camera here, it may drop. It actually did when I did some tests, which I will show you. So that is pretty much the way you use it. Now my reason for getting this, obviously, as I mentioned it, is to attach it to some kind of vehicles. It can be a bike, can be a car, a truck, I don't know yet. I've got a few projects lying down, but also to use it as a tripod, because I don't always carry a tripod with me, and when I make those kind of videos, it can be very practical for me to just attach this to a tree or to a table, put my camera there with my micro and the whole setup, and off we go. With a tripod, it's just more complicated. I know I can keep this flexible arm in my camera bag during a wedding. If I really need to attach a flash or anything, I can have a very quick setup here. So these are all the goods, but as I mentioned, you know, there is a difference why the Magicam is so much more expensive than this, and that is obviously the steadiness of it. It's like a tripod, you know, you can buy a tripod for 20 euro like you can buy one for 300. The reason the difference is going to be probably on certain of the setup, but mostly on the steadiness of the product, and this is where the problem comes from. As I mentioned, you know, I've tied this to my bike on certain position, and I really had to have the arm way up to be able to get a steady shot. As soon as I had it about that way, with the speed, the weight of the camera, the thing was just going down, and I'm showing you now on the video what it looks like. So obviously this could be very good for certain shots, but don't get me wrong, if you're looking to do some serious vehicle shots and have some really steady shots and good security, because you have to think that it might obviously all this is very tight, that's not going anywhere, but because of the weight, if this drop and your camera happen to touch the floor when you're driving or when the vehicle is driving, well, I'll let you guess what can happen. So so I can see myself investing in a Magicam. I think there are two different products which are possibly advertised the same way, but these are, in my opinion, two different products for different jobs. I will feel safe attaching this setup to anything, but I won't feel safe knowing that this is going to stay up, as the Magicam keeping your camera steady. So that is pretty much it. So that's the Manfrotto flexible arm 237 or 257 HD. I will put the model number here if you want to have a look at it. I think I paid 25 euro for it, which is cheap for what it is and very cheap for what you could use it. I've even for fun put a piece of wood here, which was big enough for me to put my two arms on the side, put my camera at the end facing the other way, but after you can flip the image if you want to, and use it like a rig, and it worked pretty well. I was surprised of the low shot I was able to get, and with a wide angle lens and maybe an 18 to 55 which has stabilization, you'll be able to get something very smooth for very cheap compared to a rig. So that's pretty much it. I'll try to add a few footage on my Facebook page if you want to join, which is called Lukas Group. I'll put all the details down below. I'll put a few at the end of this video if I've not put them during the video. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I will try to get the Magicam and try to do a review for it. So do a comparison, maybe attach them two on a car or on a bike and see the difference. And that is pretty much it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you soon. Cheers. Bye bye.